Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to give you guys a little update on what we've been up to. I haven't pulled it all this year, me or Laurel, but we're getting ready, and that's why I'm kind of bringing you guys along today to show you what's been going on as far as the tractors go. So I'll just get right into it. The 350 still runs excellent. As you can see, I have painted it a different shade of red. I did not like the old red that I painted. It just went flat. I mean, I like a more glossy look. It's a spray can paint job, but it's a lot better and I'm a lot happier with it. So I'll get the right paint one day and paint the rest of it that color. So in doing that, taking off all the sheet metal, you find little things that can be adjusted here and there. I played with the steering, or the throttle link, which is a little loose, tightened it up good. Changed out coolant. What else? That changed oil, did all that. Filters, cleaned the old ones out because you can't find the one filter anymore. So I just cleaned it out, replaced the other fuel filter, and that's pretty much about it. I've just been trying to run it. I've been brush hogging with it. Put the dash back on, wired up, got the lights all wired in now, like they were before. Good and bright, perfect for nighttime. Got the rear work light mounted on again. So yeah, that covers that. Where are we at? There we go. Gonna put a little different air cleaner on to help it breathe better. That oil bath, I've noticed, just chokes it a little bit more. So I get a little bit more of a power boost by taking the old air cleaner, the old oil bath off, and I just put a 90 elbow with a little air filter you'd put on like a motorcycle or something like that. It works. It looks kind of weird, but oh well. Put the front bracket back on. Made a middle bracket again, like I've had before. And yeah, made a middle bracket. Sorry, I blanked there for a second. Middle bracket, got it all cut, welded. Got Sean's welder over here because it's a stick welder. I don't have a stick welder anymore. But the main thing is you see these tires are a little different. They are bigger, and they are 15.5 38 Firestone double bevel rims. And I'll run through you guys what I've been fighting the last week or so. So the 350 hubs that were on it, as in cast centers, they are like a H. They're more the old school. But these newer double bevel rims, they're meant for your 400, 450, 560 type centers. The spacing's just off. So didn't know that going into it. Found a set of hubs yesterday off of 400 diesel. So I picked them up and put the tires on it, or put the first one on it, and I thought immediately, oh shit, I did it again. I screwed up. They're not right. Well, it turns out that these are they're kind of clocked. You got to put them on a certain way on the hub. So we spun the rim around to line up all four of these, I don't know what you want to call them, locks. That way your rim, whenever it gets under a load, that way the hub won't just spin on that rim and shoot it all to hell. But last night, me and Sean actually brought it up. Maybe we got to turn it in a different position. So we did that, and it worked. And I am absolutely thrilled that it worked. Yeah, I can't say it enough. I'm thrilled that it worked. I was frustrated because in the midst of that, I took the 350 tire off, 350 hub off. Took those off, and then put the 400 hub on, and then had that issue where it wasn't lining up again. And in the midst of that, I took the 400 hub and I took the 15.5 and the 400 hub off and put the 350 hub back on. And what happens when I go and get the 13.6 that was on it? Well, if that's any indication there, that is a flat tire. And somehow I was trying to put that tire on the other day, and I must have hit the valve stem on the tube, and the guts on the inside got screwed up, so the tire was flat. And I tried to get the valve stem out of the tube, and the valve stem broke. The Chinesium Special. Go figure. So I was very frustrated. I said to, Laurel and Sean that we're not going to be able to make Indiana pull. I was just so frustrated. And then me and Sean went, like I said, over, and we spun that. We put the 400 hub back on, and we tried to, we went through and we found the spot where it actually works. So that solved that issue. And then my brother messaged his boss yesterday and said about, I told him, I said, I need a 13.6 tube, because I was just going to, at that time, I was just going to get a tube, put it on, and if I made it in time, great. If not, whatever. He got me a tube. His boss found a tube this morning at his tire store. He's a farmer as well. He has quite the collection of tractors. He's a red guy, so he found a tire store that had 13.638 tubes on hand. Bought one of those, so Sean will bring that over today. But yeah, I just finished this up probably 15 minutes ago, so I got to take it for a drive and make sure all the lugs are tight and it rides good, and then we'll be on our way. Put these on for this pull because pulling in 6,500 pounds with 13.6s, Laurel has never had to pull the torque. It powers out, it spins out right at the end. So we're gonna pull 65 and 75 this year. So I wanted the bigger tires to help with that, because I'm gonna have 6 wheel weights on each side, and let me think, probably 300 pounds on the front and another 200 to 300 on the belly. That's why I wanted to get a belly bracket done. That's why I wanted to get these tires on, and it just whole cluster. But now it's Wednesday, the 20th. Yeah, the 20th. And it's ready to go. I just got to drive it, make sure all the lugs are tight. Got these back. They are 14-inch wide, 38-inch double bevel, but I had a guy that we pull with. He makes these lightweight spoke centers, and just got those back. And since I no longer have the John Deere A, I am selling these just to try to recoup a little bit of money back from them. They're great. I mean, they're in great shape. He does really nice work on the hubs and everything. It's got a 7-inch back spacing. I just had him put it in the middle, nothing special. So what else? I got these wheel weights. I bought 2 more sets of wheel weights from our tractor salvage yard. So that way we'll have 7 sets of wheel weights now. And I'll have these extra hubs. So I'm thinking, I know those are 15.5s, but I might be able to dual this up. I really want to, just for a picture. I know the tire sizes aren't the same, but I don't care. I've wanted to see duals on this thing for years. Not only is it cool, it's a 350 diesel, but a 350 diesel with duals would be pretty badass. I think so anyways. So, and then we come over here to the Oliver. I've been working on the Oliver like crazy. So we tightened up the linkage a little bit, get a couple more, maybe 100, 200 more RPMs. Front bracket. This thing, if you guys seen it, I don't know, but this thing stood straight up at Dayton pool in 4,500, because we had 1,000 pounds on the back, because that's the only place we could put it. So day of, followed Sean home. I told him, just bring it over here. We're putting a front bracket on it now. Like, it needs it. So we put a front bracket on it. We did okay. It's not very convenient because there's no holes. It's a tub. That's all this motor sits in. It's just a giant tub. It's not a frame, so the spots to put bolts and get everything tied in together, very limited. So I did that. That was a huge part of it. And then Sean just came over last night. He finished welding it up. Put a brand new 1-wire alternator on it, because the old one was sucking the voltage down so much that this thing would barely start again. So talked to Joe, our Oliver guy that sold Sean this 88 motor. Sean called him and he said, I bet that the alternator is what's causing your drop in voltage. Took the alternator, or unhooked it from the wire, fired right up, no problem. So he bought a new 1-wire. He just got it yesterday, came over here, put it on, and we haven't had it wired up yet. But I think that's put new plugs in it. So it's ready to go. And he's got the M and the Super C all ready to go. So he's going to be making 3 trips, 2 trips Friday, and then Saturday morning making the last. I think he's going to pull the M in 6,500 and 5,500. So he will be pulling against Laurel in the 350. And then he has offered me to pull the Oliver in 45. But he will pull Super C 35, Oliver 35, Super C 45, and if he wants I might just let him pull 45 with this. He wants me to, but it's his tractor. I don't need to. I tell him, I said, I get more enjoyment out of watching you and Laurel pull than, you know, me pulling. So, but he's going to be covering 2 classes 35, 2 classes 45, the M in 55 and 65. So he's got a busy day ahead of him. Where me and Laurel's just going to pull 65 and 75. In, out, and done. So that's kind of a recap of the last couple of weeks. I appreciate you guys tuning into the channel. Please like and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one.